In this video, I'll go over the benefits of the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I'll explain the good, the bad, and if the card makes sense for you. First, you can see here that the annual fee is $95, but what you get for that is the 3 times the points on dining, or 3x. This is a big draw for a lot of people since eating out is one of the people's biggest expenses. You also get 2x the points on travel, and if we scroll down here, another major credit that you get is this $50 statement credit. You get this every year if you're able to book a hotel through the Chase Travel Portal. I'll explain later in the video why I'm not able to use this, but hopefully you'll be able to. I'll go over the other benefits of this card, but the first thing I wanted to talk about was the sign-up bonus here. And you can see right now, they have an increased offer of 75,000 points instead of the normal 60,000 points. This is a great offer if you're considering this card. Chase does this about once a year, and it usually lasts for a couple of months. You can think of 75,000 points as $750, and you can use that for gift cards, paying off your credit card, or even for traveling. Later in this video, I'll show you how I saved thousands of dollars on hotel stays by using these points. Right now, there's actually an increased offer if you apply in person. So you can see here, if you apply online, you'll get that 75,000 point bonus, but if you apply in person at a local Chase branch, you can get up to 85,000 points. And how this works is you have to spend $4,000 in your first 3 months to get that 75,000 point bonus. Then you'll get an opportunity to earn an additional 10,000 points if you spend an additional $2,000 within the first 6 months. So for example, if you spend $4,000 in your first 2 months, then you get an opportunity to earn that last 10K by spending at least another $2,000 within the first 6 months. To be clear on the timeline, you need to spend that $4,000 within that first 3 months. Then your timeline extends to spend that last $2,000 to get that last 10,000 points. If you applied for the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve by March 29th, then you might be able to get this new sign-up bonus. I read posts on Reddit where if you call Chase and ask them to match you to the 75,000 point offer, that they'll do that once you hit that $4,000 in spend. I had a friend who applied for the Chase Sapphire Preferred before the new sign-up bonus, and he was able to call Chase and ask them to match him to the 75,000 point offer, and he was able to get it once he hit that $4,000 in spend. One of the reasons I like this card so much is that if you're able to use your Chase points to book hotel stays, then this card can easily pay for itself. And let me explain what I mean by that. You can see here, the basic idea of this is that you would take your points that you earn from your Chase credit card and you can transfer them to a website like Hyatt, for example, and then you can use those Hyatt points to book hotel stays. The reason you would want to do this is that you're actually able to save a lot on hotels if you use your points versus paying them with cash. And for example, you can see here, if we have 10,000 Chase points, that's equivalent to $100. But if we take those same 10,000 Chase points and transfer them to Hyatt, we could book 2 nights at a Hyatt hotel, and that could be worth around $300. So instead of using this 10,000 points for $100, we could get $300 worth of value out of it. I created a whole nother video explaining that whole process and exactly how that works. I'll add a link in the description and I'll add it to the corner of this video, so feel free to check it out if you want to learn more about that. In my opinion, this is one of the best benefits of this card, and it's easily saved me thousands of dollars on hotel stays over the past couple of years. If you stay at hotels at least once or twice a year, then this card can easily pay for itself, and that's not including all the other benefits that this card gives you. Now, I want to go over the other benefits and how I use them. Like I said earlier, you get a $50 hotel credit every year, but because I book my hotel stays with Hyatt points, I'm never able to use this credit. If you don't book your hotels with points, then you should be able to use this credit and get that annual fee down to about $45. Some of the other benefits I want to talk about are in this partner value section, and you can see here, one of the underrated benefits of this card is the Doordash Pass, and I'll explain why. Even if you don't use Doordash normally, this perk is really nice because they'll give you discounts here and there. For example, you can see here a couple of the different offers that I've received, and we have offers like 60% off of 3 orders or 50% off of 2 orders. And you can see here, I was able to get 2 Chipotle bowls for $9.54 when I did pick up. So you can definitely get some good deals using this. Another perk I wanted to go over was this Lyft one. You can see here you can earn 5x on Lyfts through March 31st, 2025, and I'll show you how this works. In this bottom screenshot, you can see here this is from my Lyft account, and under the payment methods, you can see I added my Chase Sapphire Preferred, and I get 5x total points with Chase. So you want to make sure when you get this card to add it to your Lyft account. And in the top screenshot here, you can see this is an example of a Lyft I took, and you can see I get 5x points on this purchase. The last benefit I wanted to go over was something that I learned when I got this card, and it turned out to be pretty useful since I live near a Kroger. If you're like me and you never buy groceries online, then you probably ignored this perk here, but you can see if you do online grocery shopping, you get 3 extra points with that with this card. And something I learned is if you pay at Kroger with Kroger Pay, then it actually gets coded as groceries and you'll earn 3 extra points on that. Kroger Pay is very similar to Apple Pay, where you'll be able to use your phone to pay for any Kroger purchases. And you can see here, once you load your Chase card onto your Kroger app, you'll be able to get a QR code like this, and not only will you be able to pay for your groceries, it'll also load any coupons you might have on your Kroger account as well. And here, you can see this is an example of me using Kroger Pay to pay at this Kroger, and you can see I get 3 extra points back on this purchase. I created a TikTok explaining how to add your Chase card to your Kroger account so you can use Kroger Pay. I'll add a link in the description if you need to check that out. Those are all the benefits I wanted to go over since those are the ones that I personally used. I've gone over some of the benefits of this card and I went ahead and listed them here. I still think being able to transfer your Chase points into Hyatt is one of the best perks of this card. Like I said, even if you're only able to stay at a hotel once or twice a year, this card can easily pay for itself, and this is why I keep the card around. If you've been thinking about getting a credit card, I would highly recommend starting with this one. Because of the low annual fee and the benefits that you get, this card can easily pay for itself. And now that you know how to maximize some of these perks, you can definitely get a lot of value out of this card. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more.